Hello, I'm Mev Hoberg, a member of the League of Women Voters of Kitsap. The League of Women Voters does not support or oppose candidates and works to provide information about the candidates and the issues before the voters. We are interviewing the North Kitsap School District School Board Director candidates that will appear on your November ballot, which you should receive in the mail around mid-October. We are asking them 5 questions. The candidates will have 90 seconds to answer each question. Let's get to know Debra Strawhun. Debra, you have 90 seconds to introduce yourself and tell us why you chose to run for the office of School Board Director in District 1.
Hi, I'm Debra Strawhun. I'm a candidate, like she said, for the North Kitsap School District Board of Directors. My husband, Bill Reedy, and I raised 3 boys that went through North Kitsap schools. Now they're grown-up people, grown-up men with families and jobs of their own. And the North Kitsap School District did a nice job educating our children. I would like to give back to the community that has meant so much to our family. I've been a career educator. I started in the 1980s, early 80s, working in public schools. I have lots of experience and knowledge about how schools are run, lots of years in public schools. And I like to use that knowledge. I'm retired now, I contract my time part-time back to the Bremerton School District. But I'd like to use that knowledge to give back to this community that gave so much to us and has meant so much to us. I understand how schools are run, and every school has its strengths and its weaknesses, and I believe I can help North Kitsap School District be even better than it is now.
Okay, thank you, Debra. Now for our first question. The role of a public school district board of directors is to govern by setting policies and making decisions that shape the education of students. What are some of the key responsibilities of a school director that support successful governance of a public school system?
Well, I can think of 5 important roles that are important to kids, families, and the community. The first one being a liaison with the school district. So to be the voice of the public, voice of the voters to the school district is a very important role. The second one is the role of hiring and evaluating the superintendent. That's been a problem in this school district. And the school board is the only body that can evaluate a superintendent. Number 3 is setting policies and guidelines for curriculum and operations. That affects the educational experience for all kids. Number 4, oversight and approval of the budget. The school board has a fiduciary responsibility in terms of budget, and we need to make sure that the money is being spent well and in the way that the public appreciates. And number 5 is futuring and strategic planning. How can we set ourselves up for the future and be proactive instead of reactive to problems as they occur?
Okay, thank you. On to question 2. A district's annual budget shows the board's commitment toward fulfilling the goals of the instructional program and providing for the efficient and effective operation of the district. Regarding the district's budget process, what strategies do you suggest to address any deficits faced in the future, especially related to declines in student enrollment or loss of federal funding?
Well, the first part of budgeting process is gathering information. The district already hires a group that provides demographics or how many kids are going to be showing up. State, federal, levy, and bond dollars are a known entity. And any information about upcoming legislation that affects budgets is known or can be found also. So budget deficits should never be a surprise. With unexpected loss of state and federal funds like could be happening now, we would hope that the district could dip into their reserve for a year so that there could be a plan created to match, to realign the spending with the reduced funds. That requires looking at the budget areas, including staffing, facilities, and any particular needs, special needs that come up, and align them to the strategic plan. We want to resist closing schools or depleting funds or disproportionately impacting any particular program.
Okay, thank you. On to question 3. The National Education Association has stated its support for school libraries, and in recent years, many books have become controversial. How do school boards navigate the concerns of parents, teachers, librarians, and students regarding sensitive content?
Banning books is a form of censorship. Students need access to a diverse choice of books and the freedom to read them. Parents need to protect their child from violent and sexualized materials. That's understandable. Many of the challenge books help kids to understand the world around them and have a glimpse into lives that they don't have access to. That helps develop empathy and social emotional development. Most parents, 93%, believe their child is safe using the school library. 80% believe that librarians choose the books appropriate to the student's age. Educators are responsible for the education of all children. Books is a vital part of that. Parents have the right to decide what materials their child is exposed to, but they do not have the right to restrict what is available for others.
Okay, thank you. On to question 4. Local levy and bond funding are indispensable for North Kitsap School District and other districts across the state. Levies provide critical resources for day-to-day operations and enrich the educational experience, while bonds are crucial for building and maintaining school facilities. If elected to the board of directors, how would you engage with community members, provide transparent information regarding these initiatives, and foster trust that is essential to the successful outcome of a levy and/or bond election?
Well, trust is absolutely needed, and communication is an essential part of trust. Voters need to trust that the district is using their money to the education to provide the children with a good education. And they need to know that they're using the money wisely. They also need to know that they are being spoken to honestly and without hidden agenda. Just like in the campaign, I will host and participate in community meetings that are open to the public, like forums, small group meetings, special interest group meetings. And I'll listen to constituents' concerns with an open mind and consider multiple perspectives. Before drafting a proposal for a levy or a much pricier bond, I will communicate clearly, frequently, and transparently, and work in a collaborative, transparent manner to ensure that all perspectives are heard. Voters need to trust me as part of the school board to be their voice to the school district.
Thank you. Our final question: what strategies would you employ to foster a positive and inclusive school climate where diversity is celebrated and all students feel safe and respected?
Every student needs to feel included. That in itself offers a positive atmosphere. I can think of 4 ways that schools can foster inclusion. The first being a diversity in curriculum and teaching methods. For example, in addition to using books and lectures, teachers can use music, art, movement, hands-on activities, and digital resources. And the curriculum should represent a variety of cultures and accommodate a whole lot of a variety of learning styles and learning needs. Universal Design for Learning, UDL, can be used to build that diversity in curriculum and teaching methods. 2, schools have to partner with families so that the whole family is part of the student's education. 3, designing activities that involve play and social emotional development is important. And lastly, provide a social emotional curriculum that encourages respectful, responsible, and resilient behavior. Create schoolwide expectations for positive behavior, that if a student is being bullied, for example, they know what to do.
All right, thank you. Thank you to Debra Strawhun for running for office and for sharing your views. I'm Mev Hoberg on behalf of the League of Women Voters of Kitsap. Thanks for watching, and please share this video. If you want to help the League do this work, consider joining us at lwv.org. And don't forget to return your ballot by 8 p.m. on Tuesday, November 4th.